Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into the Hunger Games Catching Fire. I've read the book and also watched the movie adaptation, so I want to share my thoughts on both and how they compare. The book was honestly an emotional rollercoaster. If you haven't watched my YouTube short on this book yet, you definitely should because I've never read anything so well written. Let's talk about Peeta versus Gale. Let's start with Gale. Honestly, his development in the book made me like him less and less. He has been Katniss' best friend since childhood. They have hunted together and supported each other. But when it came to his feelings for her, he was never really clear. Peeta, on the other hand, was open from the start. He confessed his love for Katniss before the game even began, which actually annoyed me when I first read it. But while Katniss was focused on survival, his feelings were clear to everyone. Back in District 12, Gale grew bitter about Katniss and Peeta's kisses in the arena. But here is the thing. He only revealed his feelings after he kissed her himself and then finally told her he loved her right after she suggested running away. It felt sudden, like he expected her to return his feelings, even though he hadn't been clear before. Now, the book and the movie handle this very differently. In the book, Gale refuses to run away mainly because Peeta was included, which made him seem jealous and selfish. In the movie, though his reasoning is different, even though he doesn't like the idea of Peeta being there, the film shows him thinking more broadly about other families and about the bigger fight. Instead of running, he wants to stay and fight for freedom. That made movie Gale feel more likable and idealistic, while book Gale often came across as jealous and impulsive. And here is the thing, the movies leaned heavily into the Team Peeta versus Team Gale angle, while the books focused more on survival and rebellion. Another big difference is what happens when Gale gets into trouble. In the book, it happens because of something small. He was caught with game he was planning to sell. In the movie, though he gets punished after stepping in to protect someone else. In the book, his injury comes from recklessness. In the movie, it is portrayed as bravery. It makes him seem like someone willing to stand up for justice, which foreshadows his larger role in the rebellion. This is one of those moments where I actually preferred the movie version because it gave Gale more depth and purpose. Now let's shift to the Capitol. In the book, a lot of the Capitol's control is something we only hear about after the fact. For example, the destruction of the hub. Katniss just sees the aftermath. Same with the Quirrell twist. In the movie, though, we actually get to watch those decisions unfold. Plutarch Heavensby, the new head game maker, is shown working directly with President Snow. He suggests strategies to keep the district in line. Whether it is burning the hub or turning the Quirrell into a way of targeting the victors, this gave the movie a lot more political tension. We don't just hear about oppression through Katniss. We see the Capitol plotting in real time. The film even added President Snow's granddaughter, who looks up to Katniss. It was a small detail but powerful because it shows Katniss' influence reaching into the Capitol itself, not just the district. Now, let's talk about Katniss herself. In the book, we are fully inside her head. She dreads life in the Victor's village. She's haunted by nightmares and she carries the weight of her past games everywhere she goes. She often visits her old home, almost like she can't let go of her old life. We also see the growing distance between her and Gale. He's busy with work and responsibility, leaving less time for her. That subtle detail makes their bond feel more fragile. And when the hub is destroyed, Katniss feels the loss deeply. It's not just about a place, it's about community. She even meets Twill and Bonnie, who escapes from District 8, and they tell her about uprising everywhere. That moment sparks her awareness that the Capitol's control may not be as unshakable as it seems. The movie shows her trauma visually, her panic in the woods, her shaky hands, but the book goes further, letting us feel her doubts and fears. Both approaches work. but the book really lets us live inside her mind. Now let's talk about the victors and the games themselves. The book fleshes out the other tributes more clearly. Wireless and Beatty's intelligence plays a key role, especially when Wireless figures out the arena is a clock. In the movie, this detail is still there but less emphasized. They didn't really map each section of the clock, so the cleverness didn't stand out as much. Mark's sacrifice also hit hard. In the book, she decides to die for Peeta's sake, and when Finnick chooses to carry Peeta through the fog instead of Mark's, it is heartbreaking. We feel Katniss' grief through her narration. In the movie, the sacrifice is still powerful, but the emotional weight is less emphasized. Joanna Mason was portrayed really well in both. In the movie, Jenna Malone captures her rebellious, sharp personality perfectly. Her anger towards the Capitol, her sarcasm, her boldness, it all came true. And then we have Finnick. In the book, he's introduced as the larger-than-life Victor, handsome, charming, and almost cocky. But as the story unfolds, you realize there is so much more beneath the surface. He's loyal, compassionate, and protective, especially when it comes to Max. Their bond in the arena shows his softer side and makes him feel more human. The movie really nailed his character. Sam Claflin balanced Finnick's confidence with his hidden vulnerability, and his chemistry with Katniss and Peeta felt believable. His quick thinking in the arena and his determination to keep Peeta alive made him stand out as more than just another victor. One detail I wish the movie had emphasized more was Finnick saving Peeta from drowning. In the book, it highlighted both Peeta's weakness and Finnick's strength, really cementing their alliance. The book also showed Peeta's ongoing struggle after the force field incident and how weak he became in the fog. Katniss even contemplated leaving him behind, but decided against it because she promised to protect him at all costs. Those internal struggle added so much depth and didn't fully come through in the movie. And of course, Finnick's pain during the jabberjay scene, hearing Annie's scream was heartbreaking. It reminded us that even the strongest victors have scars the Capitol continues to exploit. One of the most intense moments in the arena was the jabberjay's attack. In the book, we experienced this through Katniss' fear. Hearing her loved one screaming, not knowing if it's real or not, it is deeply unsettling on the page, because we are inside her head, feeling her panic and confusion. But in the movie, that scene absolutely surpassed my expectation. The sound design, the way the bed surrounded Katniss, and the sheer terror on her face made it unforgettable. It really captured the psychological torture of the arena and shows how the Capitol weaponized not just the physical danger but emotional pain. For me, this was one of those rare times when the movie actually improved on the book. Seeing it and hearing it made it even more powerful. Overall, I would say this, the Catching Fire movie adaptation really surpassed my expectation, especially compared to the first film, which felt rushed and left out important details. This movie felt faithful to the book, and in some ways, it even expanded the story by showing us the Capitol's perspective. The book gave us Katniss' thoughts, her fears, her nightmares, her grief. The movie gave us the bigger picture, the Capitol's strategy, the district's unrest, and the seas of rebellion. Together, they make the story feel much larger than one girl trying to survive. If the first book was about survival, Catching Fire is about rebellion. And for me, this is the moment the series truly became legendary. So let me know in the comments, did you prefer Gale in the book or in the movie? And do you think the movie was right to show more of Capitol's side? I would love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.